Right, so if you're a solo business owner, then trust me, I get it. It's pretty annoying having marketing agencies like myself call you up all the time, promising you 2,000 leads a month. You finally build up the courage to trust one of them, and then the leads that they generate you are fake numbers or just basically penny pinchers. That's why when talking to a potential client who expressed this opinion, I thought, why not teach solo business owners how they can generate their own leads, set up their own ads before they actually take that next step and trust a marketing agency to do it for them. And you might be thinking, well, why would you do that? You're just killing your own business. Well, no, that isn't the case. You're a busy business owner who has 101 other things to do. But I thought if I could teach you how you can at least set them up and start generating a few leads for your solo business, then it'll build a little bit more trust in our space as marketing agencies that we do actually work and that we can generate results for you. You've just got to find the right one. And again, if you're wondering, well, why should I trust this marketing guru who's telling me how to do it? Well, the truth is, we're an award-winning marketing agency. We've worked with countless businesses in the home improvement industry, and we've spent thousands and thousands of pounds on different ads. So we know what works, and more importantly, we know what doesn't work. Also, if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to be giving one solo business the opportunity to work with us totally for free. No, this isn't a scam to get you on a call that I'm going to sell you on. No, we will run and manage your ads totally free of charge. So make sure you stick around for that at the end of the video. Right, so here we are, setting up your Facebook ad for your solo business. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you're logged into Facebook like I am now. And then what you're going to want to do is make sure you're logged in as your business. Don't log in as yourself. Make sure you're logged in as your business. As you can see, I am here. And then on the left hand side, you just want to go to Ads Manager. This will take you through to this ad account area. And really what you want to do is select the drop down, because it might log you in as your personal self, and just make sure that your ad account is selected. So make sure you check the drop down and make sure that's your business name at the top there, because that's your ad account. If you don't have an ad account set up, you can go to All Tools, Business Settings, Ad Accounts, and then you can just add an ad account, and you can set one up from there. It's easy enough to do, but if not, then we're already set up, so you don't have to bother about that. Then what you want to do is just make sure you're on the Ads Manager section like I am here. Oh, let me just again make sure I'm logged in right. And then what I'm going to do here is create a lead generation campaign. So if you just click create, and then because we're wanting to generate leads, you select the leads option. Continue. Let me just move myself out of the way. Now, I would always recommend that you go for manual leads campaign. This is basically Facebook telling you what they believe you should be targeting, but the way I'm going to show you how to set it up, I'm going to tell you what you need to add into it anyway, so you don't need to do that. So manual leads campaign, continue. Then just make sure you name the campaign. So solo campaign. This should just be a reference that you're going to remember it by. You shouldn't need to touch anything on here. Everything should be set up okay. Make sure the buying type is auction, campaign objective leads, that's all okay. And then go to next. So this is your ad set. So this is basically, think of it in two layers. This is your campaign where you tell it you're looking for leads. This is your ad set where you're telling Facebook the audience that you want to target. So this is really important that it's your audience that you want to specifically target. So the thing that we always do is if you just scroll down and go to the location section here, you obviously don't want it to target the whole of the UK. What you want to do is remove that, select the location you're operating. So for example, say I want to do Essex. Select Essex as the location that we're going to be targeting. You can see there it's got 687,000 to 808,000, which is there. And then what I also want to do is, if you switch to original audience options, always do this because again it's Facebook trying to set it up for you.
So the age range here, 18 to 65, it's likely that you're not going to get an 18-year-old that's going to want solar panels fitted on the house. They probably haven't even moved out yet. So I'd edit the age range maybe from 27 to 65 plus upwards. And there's no harm in doing that. And then again, make sure you untick that because it's Facebook again trying to do it for you, which we don't want. We can do it ourselves. And then another important thing is you need to make sure that you have selected instant forms on the ad set level. Now, I'm going to quickly show you how you set up an instant form. So if you just come out of the campaign, close, it'll just save as a draft what you've done so far. And then if you come to the left hand side, press the All Tools, Instant Forms, Create Form, and then New Form, and then again call this Solar Form. Make sure more volume is selected. Intro. You can upload an image here like your logo, or you can just use the image from the ad that we're going to be using as this background image here. The headline, so you might have, I don't know, something like limited availability, act fast, just getting a bit of urgency in there. And then you might say fill in the details below and a member of the team will be in touch ASAP. Something like that. You can maybe just copy and paste what's on your website on the lead form. And then if you go to questions here, so they give you standard ones, so you can have full name. You can make people fill in, obviously you want the name, their email address. If you press add category, like that, contact fields, make sure the phone number's selected, add category, contact fields, make sure, I don't know, you've got the postcode, something like that, whatever you feel like you need in terms of information. So you also have the option, something that we like to do, is to make sure we qualify the leads even further, because the thing with this is if you set up this lead form just like this, sometimes you'll get people that say they filled it in by accident. Sometimes Facebook fills it in automatically and they accidentally press next, so you get that lead coming through and they're just time wasters. So what we want to do is qualify them even further. And the way in which we do that is if you scroll up and, let me just delete that, it'll be like this, and then just go to add question, and then we always select a multiple choice. And then I've got the qualifying question we use here. So are you the homeowner and ready to install solar within the next 3 months? We'll copy that into there. And then the two responses we have are, yes, I own the property and want to install soon. And then you just press add again to add another question, or no, I'm just exploring options. Now you might, even if someone puts no, I'm just exploring options, you might still want to reach out to them because they might be one for the future that are going to be a good lead. But these are the ones where you can sort of prioritize the leads and make sure you're acting fast with the ones that like select this one. So yeah, that's how you basically set it up. Your privacy policy, you can just add a link to that if it's on your website, or you can just get ChatGPT to create you a privacy policy and create a page on your website and just copy and paste it in and leave the page hidden. That's a way of doing it as well. So I've just added in our privacy policy there. And then what you're going to want to do is go to completion, and this is basically once someone fills in the form, this is what they see. So you could have thanks, you're all set, a member of the team will review your inquiry and be in touch shortly. And then you might want to leave a link to your website. underneath here. So once they've filled in the form, they might also want to learn out a little bit more as you as a company. So you can leave that a link to your website in there as well. So that's always something that's good to do. So yeah, I just copy and paste a link to the website in there. And then all you're going to want to do is create form. It's created in our lead form section there. So yeah, now what we're going to want to do is go back to our ads manager. So if you just click on the left hand side, go to ads manager, campaigns. Make sure again, so it's selecting my other accounts that we manage, but make sure it's your business that's selected. It should be if it's the only ad account you've got. And then go back into the campaign that we were working on, press edit, go to the ad set level here, scroll down, make sure everything's, so the performance goal is to maximize the number of leads, which is right. There's no catalog, we don't have to do that. This is where you set the budget, so how much budget you want to be spending on a daily budget. So we recommend at least £20 to £25 a day that you want to be spending. And then again, so we're targeting the Essex area, people aged 27 to 65 plus. Make sure we untick that because we're doing it ourselves. And you can see here it tells you what the audience size is. So the estimated audience size is 604,000 to 711,000. And when we're targeting 27 to 65 plus, hopefully the vast majority might be homeowners and might be potentially looking into solar and how they can do that. You can also even dive deeper. We don't do that. So in the interest targeting here, you could literally type in solar, and like solar interest, where are you going? Solar system. So this will look for people that have shown an interest in solar basically, and you can target that down and you can select interest target. We don't do that because Facebook's algorithm is pretty good at figuring out who it needs to be sending your ads to, and the more restrictions and the more sort of things that you give it, it can limit the success of it, because you might have someone who's never even shown an interest in solar, but the ad that we've created is going to entice them and make them interested in solar and potentially book a quote visit with you, or whatever it might be. So that's that. Also, just scroll to the top, make sure you've named the ad set, so name it something that's easy to remember, so like Essex solar, or Essex, 27 to 65 plus, as that's the age range. And then you go to the ad level or just press next. And here we are, this is where we're actually going to create the ad. So again, name it solar ad. This is where we're going to create the ad. Make sure you untick multi-advertiser ads. Now you can choose here whether you want to do a single image or a video, or you can post a carousel. A carousel is basically multiple images, so you could have multiple images of the work you've done on a carousel and create that. For this video, I'm just going to be creating a single image ad. Make sure the correct form's selected, so you can see here solar form is set up there. That is selected, which is good. And then we actually come to the ad creative. So this is where we're actually going to set up the ad creative and what it's going to look like. Make sure you remove all media on that, because we haven't set it up yet. Set up creative, select that. Image, ad, or video if you've got a video that you think would be good to post. And then in the primary text section here, this is going to be, you'll have seen it before when you're scrolling, you'll have seen ads that are basically on your timeline. This is the main body of copy that's going to be on the ad. So we have a winning ad copy here that's worked really, really well and has generated a lot of leads, and I'll explain how it works in a minute. So your primary text is here. Just make sure everything's spaced out and it doesn't look all chunked together, and it's easy to read. That's really important. Tap learn more, so we can space that down as well. So what we do is, and what we find to work really well, is the fact that we don't just say 20% off, 30% off, 50% off. We don't do that, because the psychology of people now is they've heard it far too many times. 20% off, 30% off. It's no incentive to them because they've heard it so many times. So we've done a little tweak on that, and it's working really, really well. And it's definitely something I'd recommend you do yourself if you're setting up the ad. So you can see here, we say we're looking for 10 Essex homeowners. Be one of the 10 to slash your energy bills with solar. And then we're saying this month, Enhanced Solar is selecting just 10 homes in Essex to benefit from premium solar panel installations at a significantly reduced cost. Why? Because people are going to be skeptical. We're showcasing our latest high efficiency solar technology, and you could be part of our marketing showcase. So it's a totally different offer. It makes it feel very exclusive. You might give a 20% discount for anyone who comes through the ad, but the way this is formatted is going to be a lot more effective than just saying 20% off. So yeah, it's a great way of positioning it, and you're not lying, because you will be showcasing the work you're doing, because it's really important that you're always taking photos of the work you're doing, because it's going to lead to more leads and more inquiries. So yeah, it's definitely a good way of going about it. So if you just pause the video and you want to copy this content, then I would do for your area. If you want to, obviously tweak it if you feel like you need to, make it specific. But we find this sort of content works really well. And then the headline. So the headline for this that we find to work really well, only 10 spaces available. So we're showing there's scarcity there. People need to act fast because there's only 10 spaces available. And this, again, is true. How many jobs can you do in a month, basically? So there probably is only 10 spots available. You can even change that to 5 if you want, and make it seem like even more scarcity. And then the call to action. We've tested various different call to actions on what works best. To be honest, we find learn more, because people don't feel like they're committing to anything when they press learn more. They don't feel like get offer or get quote. They feel like they're committing to something, whereas learn more could be just reading something more. So we find this call to action works really well. And if you go to next. So in here, I created an ad on Canva using a stock image. Obviously, you want to use your own images of the work you've done. But I created an image on Canva, which I'll show you in a minute. But this sort of style works really well. So you can see it here. It's this solar business are saving homeowners thousands, and then it's a photo of the work that they're doing. Again, this might come up as vertical, so make sure you pick original and original. Make sure it's on original, and again untick that so that's not happening. But yeah, I literally made this on Canva. There's so many you can do before and after photos. You can just have a photo of the work you've done. That works well as well. So yeah, but have a little test as well. Once you get used to running them and trying them, try a different image and try to create something new. But yeah, you upload that there, press next, and then again they're trying to introduce this AI generation, but just skip that. Don't select any of that. Again, something they try and do again is make Facebook run it for you, but I'd just uncheck all of these because we're happy with the ad as it is anyway. And then go to done. So we now have, you can see here, it gives us a little preview of what it looks like. If you go to advanced preview, you can actually visualize it on people's stories, on timeline, on Instagram. Yeah, it allows you to visualize it in the preview there. So we have now our main body of copy. We've got a headline, we've got a call to action. You skip through all that. It's going to a lead form, so you don't need the tracking there. And then also, I forgot to mention, make sure that your Facebook page and your Instagram account are selected on here as well. If you don't have an Instagram account, it's fine. Just pick your Facebook page because this is where it'll run the ad from. And then all you're going to do is press publish, and the ad is going to go live basically. And then it's going to start generating you leads and results. if you actually want to check how many leads you've generated, so I'll just show an example. Select the campaign, go to the ad set level, and then you can see that little download button next to the how many leads it's generated. If you just press that download, it'll then say CSV, and then you can just download it as a CSV, and all your ads will come up and you'll be able to contact them and give them a call. So I'd maybe check this on a daily basis. We set up automations for our clients, so as soon as a lead comes through, they get a text message, but I don't want to go into too much detail about how we do that. I just wanted to show you how you can set up your own ad and generate your own results. So yeah, that is your ad live and ready to go.
Right, now I did say at the start of the video that I would be offering one solar business the opportunity to work with our agency totally free of charge for a month. And I wasn't just dragging you along for the ride, I am literally going to do that. We are an award-winning agency that have generated thousands of leads for businesses just like yours, and I thought it was just a great opportunity with this YouTube video to give something back to the solar space and potentially restore a little bit more trust and faith in the marketing agency space as well. So what I've done is I've left a link in the top of the description that will take you through to a form. You fill out that form and then we will be in touch with one business very shortly to let them know that we'd be happy to work with them totally free of charge. Also, this is a totally new YouTube channel, so I would appreciate if you found the video helpful, if you could subscribe and like the video, because that really does help me out, and hopefully I'll be speaking to you very soon.